Bohemians versus Bohemians. On Arena, we got John Slow versus Morg. Two clowns facing off here in this epic battle. And we're going to be watching a Bohemian mirror here. Nothing really happens in the beginning of Arena, so I'm just going to speed it up here. We got both players, John Slow using his impressive APM. Under 2-digit APM to push in some deer, which is great. Luring the boar at the same time. So John Slow, even though he can't click, he can click in the right places. Bring in another one. It's looking pretty good here, and it looks like we've caught up to real time. Morg bring in the boars as well. He's got 2 golds forward, which is unfortunate. If John Slow wins, I give 5 subs. Do we have anyone betting on Morg? Anyone betting on Morg? I'll take Morg. All right. Morg isn't a CL certified clown. Yeah, he's trying to get onto the council, but they won't let him. They will not let Morg onto the council. He's not a clown enough yet. And if anyone's wondering what the council is, there is legitimately a clown council that determines everything Arena. All the decisions, the tournaments, which players are hated, which players are liked, what strategies are acceptable. There is an official clown council. Okay. Morg killed the boar with the TC, I think. Did he? Huh. Well, we'll see what they go for with the Bohemians. Looks like Terror is going out for a house here. Is he going forward with these villagers? Terror going for a tower rush? He's on the way to the feudal age. He's going forward with 5 villagers. We might see a clown tower rush here. Welcome to the circus, folks. You would think on Arena that tower rush is not the play, but Vinchester, I think, pioneered the strategy, or someone else did. Vinchester perfected it. And it is viable. The walls, only 900 HP. Villagers do bonus damage to them. And if you put your opponent under pressure and they're trying to go for an FC, it can be really, really devastating. Unfortunately for John Slow, Morg's gold is a little bit further back from the wall. So he should be able to be safe for quite a while here. John Slow going for the tower. Morg is going to notice that right away. Well, he's going to see it. Whether he notices it is another question. Does the corner tower hop work still? I think it does work when it's a gate and a wall. I don't know. I know they patched something about it, but... it works sometimes. Yeah, only if there's a gate, I believe. Yo, what's up, Andy? Going pretty good. Just watching some circus action. Morg going for a tower here to protect the gold. It's a preemptive tower. John Slow is not yet in. But he's attempting to protect this position. Still doesn't have any stone, though. Only has this stone available and this stone. And that is within range of John Slow's tower. So he's going to need to do something about that. I think a wall here would be okay. And then hopefully you can defend this position fine and get up to the castle age faster. He does have the res. Look at his res. He's got enough almost to click up right now. Just needs to limit the damage from John Slow. Maybe wall to here. John Slow going for a gate. That's a smart move from him. Prevent the villagers from rushing out. Actually deletes it. And is now going to pull the villager over here to complete this tower. He's now completely cut Morg off the stone. Just Chew, thank you for the compliment, man. Welcome. Yeah, he's going to go for this wall right here now. Goes for this wall to limit any further tower pressure. John Slow only has 5 villagers forward, so it's really tough for him to get super aggressive against his tower here. He'll need either 2 towers within range of this, or he'll need Morg to completely misplay so he can rush in. But he's going to go for a tower in this location. And Morg is up to the castle age. So Morg, I think, has weathered the storm pretty well here. He's going out with some villagers to try and kill this tower. Will be able to take out this villager before he builds the outpost, which is a really great job from him. And is going to complete the walls here. Usually, though, Like, don't get me wrong, folks. I see what he's trying to do, but usually this is what John Slow would want to do, wall in his own tower. However, Morg with some clever walls here to prevent the villager from hopping in and a gate to prevent the villager from running, manages to take him out, but loses the villager for his trouble. Another tower going down from John Slow on the house line. You won't be able to hop in between a wall and a house, so don't even think about it. He's going to hop. Can you hop in there? I don't think you can. You can? I don't think you could. I thought they patched that out. Okay, he gets one through. He does. Myth is right. John Slow is in the base with one villager. Now he needs to ungarrison one at a time, I think, out of here. And Morg, I think, is doing the correct thing. He's rushing this down with villagers. He needs to commit to this, but he's given John Slow time to get the walls up. We were talking about how slow John Slow's APM is. That looks pretty quick to me. Meanwhile, Morg going for 3. What the fuck? Casually going for 3 monasteries in the middle of the field. We are truly in the circus right now, folks. Truly in the circus, and it looks like Morg has bought himself more stone for a defensive tower over here. John Slow still going with the tower rush. Still not up to the next stage. Morg is going forward with 3 monasteries here, folks. Only 7 on gold, though. Barracks for John Slow. I wonder what he can see. He can see the outposts and nothing else. Nothing else. Meanwhile, in this base, he can see basically everything. He sees Morg is heavy on gold. He's attacking this tower with a tower of his own. Still not up to the next stage. Morg now going for a siege workshop. This could be trouble. This could be really big trouble here for John Slow, as Morg is just all in on gold. Only 1 farm for him, so he's going to really struggle to produce villagers off this. Attempting to kill the villagers from John Slow that are battering down the tower from him, but John Slow walling them in wisely. And still doing damage somehow. He's still being really, really annoying with this tower rush. You can see what arena clans can do once they get into their base. It's very frustrating to play against. 4 monks now for Morg and a battering ram for him. Probably a good addition considering he has the monks to back it up. Mangonel at some point would be really, really nice. And John Slow is going to take this tower down. What is going on here? Morg should have just committed. I think if Morg commits with like 10 villagers, all these villas from John Slow are dead. Everything. He had to buy stone for that tower, and then he didn't commit once he bought stone for it. Another outpost from John Slow. He officially owns half of Morg's base. Still not up to the next stage. Getting wheelbarrow. He's going to see these monks heading in now. And he's got 2 scouts here. So if Morg's not careful, once he gets 3 scouts, he can pop them out here, kill all of these monks, and then rush the ram with his villagers. He's sending villagers forward anyway. He's kind of baiting out the conversions here from Morg. He's going to wait for 4. Take the spearmen out maybe with the villagers. 1 monk goes down. Scouts are out on the field now. Scouts are heading towards the monks. John Slow could hold this. Morg full castleation. His push is gonna die. His push is gonna die, and John Slow still pushing in from this side with the villagers. It's only a matter of time before he can put another tower down. Morg going. Welcome to the circus, folks. The clown is putting down clown farms around his TC. T90 would be proud. And the entire push from Morg is going to get cleared up here by John Slow, and he re-walls behind. Scouts will now be onto the field, so the monks are going to have to be very, very careful. I think he's going to pick another monk here. No, doesn't quite manage to get it. Morg has spearmen, and like Miss said, this is why we love Arena. As John Slow continues to push in this way, full feudal for him. Normally on Arena, you think full feudal wouldn't work because there's no way you get into your enemy's base, but John Slow has a position in the enemy base currently. Mangonel now from Morg. Villager count 33 for Morg, 36 for John Slow. But look at that food count for Morg. He's got 2 villagers on food. And it's not efficient at all. He's adding another he's adding another farm even further away from the first farms. 400 wood, but he can't add a TC or a mill or anything. Apparently, another farm. What the fuck? Brother, add a mill. You have 300 wood in the bank. Oh my god. Okay, 2 mangonels now. Another tower from John Slow. This is just to slow him down. He's nowhere near clicking up to the next stage. He's going to bank on the fact he can defend this. All in Feudal here. Scouts, +1 attack. Still no bloodlines. Walls behind here. Still producing scouts. And still pushing forward with his villagers. He will have enough stone for another tower soon. Potentially could tower these amazing farms from Morg. But honestly, what the hell are these farms? Is he trolling me? I feel like he's trolling us. And there's the other tower from John. So he's still pushing in. He's got a stranglehold on 50% of his base. He's attempting to make that 60% and give himself another opportunity to push in. Morg now pulling villagers. John Slow needs to wall these vills in. Needs to wall these in, but there's so much going on at his base. So much going on. The scouts are looping around from this side. Meanwhile, Morg attempting to house wall, and he blocks the villagers from John Slow. John Slow trying to get that tower down. John Slow looping around behind with the scouts. Didn't get the greatest engagements here and is in a choke point. Morg is going to manage to get a couple conversions, but some monks will go down. John Slow does get the tower up, and Morg will rush it down on that end. It is a full out-and-out base trade scenario here, folks. As John Slow takes out another monk, and it looks like he's going to clear up another one. But still, 3 mangonels here from Morg. John Slow is trying to get up to the castle edge, but really struggling to do so. Morg manages to take that tower down, but John Slow still has 2 villagers left. Let's see if he notices them in time. Morg is going to clear up the threat in his base. He is going to clear up the threat in his base, and John Slow is coming forward with villagers to try and YOLO these mangonels. There's not a lot of melee units from Morg to deal with these. And it looks like he's going to take out 1 mangonel. The converted scouts coming along, though. He doesn't have a stable to make more scouts of his own. John Slow sending out more villagers now. This is a desperate attempt to save his base. As Morg is trying to repair, and John Slow manages to get the wall down behind it. John Slow is going to clear up the aggression from Morg once again. But will lose quite a few villagers in the process. Another monk goes down. Villagers go down. The villager count is even at the moment, folks. Big shot there from Morg, though. Killing a few more, and now Scorpion's out on the field from him. And the tower push has basically been shut down, but John Slow still with 1 villager. Still with 1 villager. If he ever manages to get up to Castle Age, he could do some serious damage with that villager. Morg managing to convert one, and is now building a stable in the middle of John Slow's base. John Slow attempting to go for the monks here, bringing another scout from God knows where over in this area. He's going to clear up that monk, clear up a second monk. And I think a third one too. So every single time Morg looks like he's going to be able to push, John Slow defends. This is an absolutely insane arena game here. As John Slow goes for another defensive tower, forward stable from the converted villager by Morg in his base. And he's going to attempt to stonewall this stable in. Still has a villager forward, by the way. Morg still... 4 villagers on food on these godforsaken, terrible farms. Too many villagers, though, going down, I think, from John Slow. Too many villagers now, and he's forced to make more scouts just to survive. Needs to go up to Castle Age, but also needs to stay in Feudal just to survive here. Honestly, don't think he knows what to do in this situation. If only he could get, like... Man, if he could have made a stable here and get some scouts in Morg space, I think he can win. Because Morg has nothing here in defense, only villagers. Imagine if he had like 3 or 4 scouts with armor. Oh, baby. He could do some damage, but he's trying to do more damage. He's coming out now with scouts, trying to clear up the siege. He will manage to take down 1 scorpion. Doesn't manage to get that monk, and now it's looking really, really rough for John Slow here. God. More fire. Oh my god, dude. What are you doing? Honestly, do you know how farms work? Are you aware of how the mechanic works in this fucking game, dude? You need a mill nearby, and John Slow going for the ballsiest tower of all time with his 1 remaining villager. I would love if he replaced that back here and walled it in or something. But he's going for it. He doesn't care. He honestly doesn't care. Another defensive tower over here. His resources are looking better than they have in a while, but damn, dude. There's no way, right? There's no fucking way. There is absolutely no goddamn way. He sees it. Clearly sees it. No fucking way that went down. There's no way. Wall it off. Immediately wall it off. This is your 1 chance to get back in the game, dude. You need to wall this off. Scouts attempting to go out for the monks. It looks like he got 1. Wasn't quite able to get the other one. Still hasn't walled this off. Morg still hasn't noticed this stuff at the back. He's full focused on the front. This is true arena clownery here as he takes out 1 villager. Maybe taking out another villager with the tower there. John Slow needs to notice that, needs to wall it off. Tons of mangonels coming in now from Morg. John Slow has the towers in defense, but he continues to lose villagers. Villager count is still only 36 to 33 here. Scouts attempting to take out the mangonels. There's villagers repairing. Shoots his own mangonel tower is still... What the fuck is this? What is this? What are these farms? Dude, you have 5. Look, he's idling so much of his eco. He's idling half of his eco with that tower. Trying to take out another mangonel. Doesn't quite manage it. John Slow's economy has looked exactly the same for the last 20 minutes, but he loses 2 villagers there trying to build a tower. That is not good. Losing another villager there. Down to 30 villagers now. Castle Age just seems so good as he loses 2 more and successfully walls that tower in. Morg's woodline is completely idled at the moment. Looks like doesn't quite get that villager. She's on 1 HP, but he's going to target another one. Half of the economy from Morg is now idled. As the scouts are coming in again, will manage to pick off 1 monk. Looking to pick off another monk. Doesn't quite get there. Double stable in the back. Still producing scouts for John Slow. Has a ton of villagers queued. Maybe needs to unqueue those. Coming forward, trying to get more monks. That was a good mangonel shot. Really good mangonel shot there from Morg, but John Slow manages to take out the 2 remaining mangonels. He manages to take them out, and the tower is still doing work. Morg just now notices 10 minutes after the tower goes up and manages to move his villagers to the front wood line. Remember, folks, the closer you are to danger, the farther you are from harm. He's happy to sit here in the open on this wood line as John Slow takes over his entire base here. Morg still only with 2 on food. 37 villagers. John Slow now trying to lame this gold, but a little too late just as the gold expires from Morg over here and manages to move over. There's still a chance for John Slow to win this game. Honestly, still a chance. Morg is attacking that villager at the front. John Slow needs to notice that. Not the greatest gold income there from Morg. Really needs to make a mining camp. But if it's anything like the mills that he didn't make, then he's probably not going to. All the focus from him is at the front here. Half of his villagers have come from converting John Slow's villagers. This game is absolutely insane as John Slow is going to keep this villager alive for another day and potentially make another tower at some point, but I don't think he has access to stone. John Slow building up scouts, and I think this is the correct play. There's not enough spearmen there. There is not enough spearmen there for Morg. If John Slow waits until he has these 2 more scouts, maybe even 1 more, he can wipe all of this. And once he wipes all of this, guess where all those scouts are coming? Coming back this way. Oh, did it die? I think our villager died. I think our boy died. Oh, that's tragic. Think about how much this villager did. It idled the entire wood line. Morg has 1 on food, by the way. 1 on food. I don't even know where it is. I don't even know where the 1 on food is. Meanwhile, over here, John Slow is coming out. Villagers at the ready. Scouts at the ready. Monks attempting to get conversions here. John Slow manages to take out 1 monk. He's going to take out another monk. Takes out the mangonel with the villagers. Going to be able to take out this last monk here, but still the mangonel is being repaired. John Slow needs to click that, needs to take it out. Manages to take it out, but has lost a ton of scouts on the way. A ton of scouts, and Morg managed to get conversions, which are doing really, really well against the villagers. John Slow still producing scouts here, but Morg manages to repair that mangonel. John Slow walls up behind again, but he's at 17 villagers, folks. He is at 17 villagers and still in the feudal age. He's made a go of it, but now that he lost this villager, now that Morg has all the converted villagers forward, I think it's only a matter of time before this game is over. John Slow has 16 vills with 6 of them idle. It was an amazing attempt. It was an absolutely stunning attempt from John Slow, but it is not to be at this point. Okay, he's looping around with the scouts. He's trying to find some other areas to do damage. He's coming forward with the villagers. He hasn't given up yet, folks. Hasn't given up. He's going to take out the scorpion. I think he's going to take out these mangonels, too. Another scorpion goes down. Scorpion going down in the middle. I think this mangonel might go down. Morg shooting his own villagers. Meanwhile, at the back, scouts are struggling to find damage. Second mangonel goes down. Third mangonel about to die. And John Slow, once again, has managed to defend his base against the pressure from Morg. And I think you're right, man. I think he's definitely trolling now, but it is an amazing effort from him. Monk healing up behind. More villagers coming forward. Not a single villager working at the moment. All 16 villagers on the attack. 2 on food. Sorry, there's 2 villagers working here from John Slow. Using the market, buying resources, making a couple more scouts. But even though Morg isn't producing villagers, even though he has none on food, I think John Slow is still dead. This TC is going to go down to towers. Can we just bring that up? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's making vills. He is making vills, folks.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
15 months with Dave. Thanks for a great RBW5.
Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem, Apex. Appreciate you, man. Good quick wall there from John Slow. Takes out the scout. Still wandering around with a few villagers. Still thinking about producing more scouts to keep himself alive. But now Morg has 2 stables. I don't know why he's not just using this stable. It's not even walled anymore. But he builds a second one. And he's going to attempt to push in again. For the, what is that, the 5th time, 6th time now into John Slow's base? I think John Slow should go over here, to be honest. I think he should bring his scouts over here. Ignore the push for the time being. You have a couple minutes. And now there's so many spearmen here. It's going to be really tough to take this out. One knight will win. Yeah, one knight is going to be a big time trouble. I don't know why he hasn't added that in yet. John Slow looking around again for monks. The KD is 77 to 85, by the way. It's quite an impressive KD considering how long he's been in Feudal Age here in Arena. Starting to stabilize, though. 21 villagers, only 20 villagers behind. Morg going for an impressive attack round on his own villagers and spearmen. John Slow taking out another monk. Potentially losing a villager here. No, Morg losing scouts. And now John Slow sees all these villagers coming forward here. Morg is going to drop a castle on his face. And once that happens, I think this might be over. Sorry, the game sped up a little bit here. John Slow coming out probably for the last time, probably the 7th time this game coming out with villagers. But I can't see this working out too well for him as there's scouts, spearmen, villagers of his own on the field. Morg with a terrible attack round taking out his own vills. But still, John Slow will lose half of his economy here and decides to call it at 12 villagers. That was the clowniest clown game I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was a pleasure to cast. I'm glad everyone was here. Morg taking the victory over John Slow. Now, there's a bunch of stuff, you know, mills around farms, you know, walling in towers, you know, going up to the next age. Simple stuff like that that you would criticize, but these players playing against them, you would struggle in their position. You would struggle big time because all of their focus is on the military at the front. All of their focus is on micro.
Like my great aunt when I pull a surprise
And it's
visit.
really
She
tough
was
to
like,
stop.
"Oh!"
Yo, Glorious Havoc, thank you for the 5 subs. Appreciate it. EAPM for both these players. Really, look at that. 42. Peak at 92 for John Slow. You can tell why they call him Mr. Slow. And Morg only just a little bit higher. And the floating resource is just not a thing. Just not a thing for either of these players. Whoo! That was something else. I like the food count. I wonder where Morg was focusing with his 10k gold. And 3,500 food in a game that lasted like 50 minutes. I think Morg, with that game, I think Morg might be eligible for the Clown Council. I think maybe. Tough to tell, you know? What's the difference between GEAPM and EAPM? I don't